difficulties getting the stream started, but we're live now, and let's get going, guys. This is gonna be a video about one thing, which is catching rainbow trout. The pond is behind me. Can you see it back there? No, I have to put it differently on the tripod like this, then you can see it. All right, yeah, because I'm gonna be switching back and forth from selfie mode. All right, the pond is behind me. Right here, that's where we're gonna be fishing. I know I'm shooting into the sun. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll put it right here. All right, so we're ready to go. All my stuff is here. All my rigs are ready. This is gonna be a lesson on how to fish for rainbow trout. You wanna skip ahead in this. If you're watching this part, you're watching the replay. Trust me, skip ahead at least 4 or 5, maybe 6 or 7 minutes. Then the good stuff is there. Because it takes a minute for me to, first of all, get some viewers in the room. Right now, there's nobody in the room. And then not only that, we just have to get situated here. So, with that out of the way, are you guys ready to see me catch some rainbow trout? We had a phenomenal day yesterday, and we want to have another day like that today. Okay, so the first things first, like I said, all my rigs are set up, but this one, it's set up, but it's missing the leader line. Let's just go ahead and put that on. So I'm almost set up. I have one more thing to do. So we have many rigs right here. We're gonna be using, the main rig we're gonna be using is an action bait, okay? Like, not bait, I meant to say lure, an action lure. And so that'll be the main rig that we're gonna be relying on today. And then the other rigs, like I said, the other rigs, we have like 4 or 5 rigs that we can use. We even brought the fly rod here today. So basically, oh, I hear the fish over there. Did that make enough of a wave to pick it up on camera? The sun's messing with us right in this spot, but we're not staying in this spot. We're gonna go there in the shade. Like I said, I need to tie some leader line. This is the 10-pound basics fluorocarbon, the Seagar. This is the Seagar, guys. This Seagar is good stuff. This is the beige label, which is the cheapest kind they make. And even this beige label stuff is amazing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is tilt the camera a little bit so we're not shooting directly into the sun. I'm gonna go ahead and put some leader on this rig right here, okay? So we wanna do here, it's not gonna show up on camera. We're tying a uni knot. That's basically what I'm about to do right here. So the way you connect fluorocarbon to braid is you can tie FG knot if you know how. Unfortunately, I do not. I've tied it before. It's very difficult for me to tie the FG. Tell me in the chat if you're good at tying the FG, because it's several levels above what I'm capable of, especially tying it in the field. Because when you tie a knot in the field, you're going to be dealing with like wind and all kind of other factors. It's a very difficult knot to tie, just like that. In a controlled setting where I have YouTube videos in front of me explaining how to tie the FG, then I can tie it, but otherwise it's difficult. All right, so I tied half of the uni knot right here. Like I said, it won't show up on camera, so I'm not even gonna try to make it show up. I tied half the knot right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tie the other. Like I said, tell me in the chat if you're good at tying the the FG knot, because I'm not. I'm terrible at tying the FG knot. So we use double uni. So I tied a uni, and then I'm gonna tie another uni in the other direction. And when you pull both of them together, I'm gonna do that on camera. It probably won't show up. When you pull both of them together, then you get the double uni. All right, so I just did the final part of it, and then I'm gonna pull it tight like this. Spit on it for lubrication. I'm gonna get some Hawk Tua jokes from doing that. I know, I realize that. Okay, so we've got it almost ready to cinch up here. So we have it ready to cinch up. What we're gonna do now is, look, take the knot and just kind of come around like this, wrap it around your hand. Be careful, because this braid can go cut into your hand. Take the other hand like this, wrap it around. Okay, now, are you guys watching? Watch. Pull it. This is double uni. Pull it. Now it's coming together. Now it's coming together. Pull, pull, pull hard. See how it made an indentation on my finger? That hurt. But now we have a good strong knot to go from braid to fluoro. Okay, so braid to fluoro, that's what you want to do, guys. For braid to fluoro knot, double uni. If you know how to tie the FG, like I said, tell me in the chat if you're good at tying the FG, because I'm terrible at it. They make devices to help you tie that knot, by the way. They sell devices that make it so easy to tie the FG, because you're cheating. Instead of doing it by hand, like there's a device that holds parts of the knot, and it lets you do the wraps a lot easier. Okay, so we did what we were trying to do. We put some leader line on this braid. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, reel in a little bit, decide how much leader line we want on here. I want about that much. So we just tied the knot right here. Okay, we just tied the knot, okay, right here. Oh, that's a lot of leader line. Whew, I can't even show it to you. Yeah, that's okay. We're good. We can deal with that much leader line. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it right there. Go ahead and cut it off about right here. All right, so I'm gonna put that up. That part's done. And the reason why we needed leader line on there is because we're gonna put a Carolina rig or a second rooster tail. So I'm about to show you the rigs right now that we're gonna be using today. This is the funner part. Sorry about that leader thing, but I had to get a leader put on here because I know I'm about to put a rig on there, and I don't know whether I'll put the rooster tail or the other, but either way. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is show you the rigs that we're gonna be using. This is our main rig. This is the pond behind me right here. This is the pond behind me. Now I'm not shooting into the sun. You can get a good look. There's the pond. We can go closer, actually. Let's go a little closer. All right. I don't want to be as loud over here because I don't want to spook the fish. But look, here's the spinning reel that we're going to be using. This is the Abu Garcia. This is a vintage reel by this time. It's quite old. This is vintage at this point. And this is a Cardinal. Dude on Bake says rooster tail is my favorite lure. For these stock trout, oh my God. You should have saw me yesterday. I was on another platform. I was on TikTok, but you should have saw me yesterday. What happened here was phenomenal. I cannot guarantee that'll happen today, but we're gonna try. And what I said in my description about Fishing Magician, you should go watch him because he knows way more than I do about catching the rainbow trout, the stock rainbow trout. But yesterday we got lucky. Hopefully we get lucky again today. Here's the rooster tail that we're gonna be using. Okay, just a standard rooster tail. The only thing I'm going to say about this is the smaller you go, the better the hookup ratio is going to be. Okay, you want to go, trout is my favorite species target, especially rainbow trout. Well, not only is it a beautiful fish, dude, I'm baked, not only is the trout a beautiful fish, the trout is delicious. I have a recipe for rainbow trout. Eventually on my website, Fish Camp TV has a website. It's not ready yet, but as soon, we got Canadian geese on the set. Look at the geese. Did you see them? There they are again, look. You see them flying by? Oh, no, they didn't pick up on camera. They're there. Oh, they're circling me. Okay, the Canadian geese are out today. I love the nature, by the way. I love when that stuff happens. But yeah, what was I saying? The rainbow trouts, yesterday we were on them good, and we're gonna try to get them back on them today, guys, using this rooster tail on this spinning reel. All right, enough about that rig. Let's go over here. All right, so we have, as you can see on this bench, we have several rigs right here, okay? We have several rigs that we can use for this. We have the next rig, the next up to bat is the, here it is right here. This is the water bobber rig, okay? This water bobber, ooh, I hear trout in the background. This water bobber rig requires water. Let's go do that. Let's go get some water in it. And I don't want to do it where we're going to be fishing. You want to know why? Obviously, if we go to water's edge and we fill up right where we're going to be fishing, we're going to blow up the spot, spook the fish. and let them know that we're here. I don't want to do that. So we're gonna walk way over here to a spot that's not as good. And so that way we're not messing up the area that we're about to fish, right? Okay, here we go. All right, the way this works, if it'll let me turn the view around. Oh, it doesn't let me. It only lets me do it in selfie mode, but I don't care. The stream is working, so we're good. All right, here we go. We have to put water in the water bobber. See this water bobber? You have to fill this up partially. The water goes in there, and that peg, you bring the peg back down. So let me go ahead and go to water's edge and fill up the water bobber. Give you guys a little bit closer. There we go. You see me on film? Okay. Okay. So put some water in the water bobber. Otherwise it won't work. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna get wet. I can feel it already. I don't want to go in. I'm gonna get wet. All right, here we go. We're filling it up. We're filling it up. Okay. We filled it up. I'm gonna show you how much water I just put in here. Okay. This is the amount of water. You see the amount of water in there? That's the amount of water that I just put in there. But about halfway, maybe? About halfway. I'm gonna let some of it leak back out. If you get greedy and you put too much water in your water bobber, it'll just sit there. It'll sit too low, and it won't act as a cork. It'll just be down in the water. All right, here we go. We filled it up. See how much water I put in there? That might be wrong. I might have. I'm a little bit new to this trout fishing. I've never had to use a water bobber because here in Louisiana, we're fishing for like bluegill, bass, and for bluegill, you're not gonna be doing that. You're not gonna be. The water bobber is for trout. The reason why we use a water bobber for trout is because they get spooked by normal corks. They look up and they see a normal cork and they get spooked. But if you use a water bobber, apparently, since it's clear, they trust that a little bit more. I'm not really sure about all that. That's what I was told. All right, here we go, guys. We're back over here in the spot. Like I said, I don't want to spook the fish, so we're being a little bit quiet. All right, guys, we're gonna get started fishing here. But before we get started fishing, we're gonna have to put some bait on these rigs. I would say start off with a worm on this water bobber rig. It just has this little hook on it right here, right? See this hook? It needs a worm on it. Okay, so let's grab the worms. Here's the worms that we're gonna be using. These are the chartreuse night crawlers. There's not very many left. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the whole thing in the bag, see? I'm gonna turn them upside down and dump them. As you can see, I just dumped all the worms out because they were hard to find yesterday. And I dumped them out to save time so that we don't have to go digging for them. I can see that there are worms in here, not very many, but I found a nice one just now. That's the worm that we want for trout. Okay, trout love worms. They really do. And so we got the worms there. Let's go ahead and take and find the hook. Let's go ahead and put that worm on the hook. How much worm do we want to put on there? It depends. This hook size right here, I'm gonna just go ahead and start the worm, and if the whole thing fits, that's good. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. Let's go ahead and, can you see that good, guys? Let me know in the chat if you're having problems hearing me or seeing what I'm doing. All right, here we go. Get the worm ready. Get the worm ready. These are chartreuse worms. I bought these from Walmart, chartreuse. All right, go on the hook like this. Keep going, keep going. The worm does not want to go on here. He's gonna fight me, I know, they always do. Okay, go in there, keep going. And we've got, ooh, he's going on there real good though. Can't complain. All right. So the worm has been threaded onto this hook, okay? And you can't even see the knot now. See how I have it on there? Look, you can't even see the knot. That's perfect right there, guys. That's perfect. Okay, so as long as we put the right amount of water and our bobber sits good in the up top on the surface, then we're good. Okay, that one's done. All right, I know there's people waiting, so what I say is let's just get started fishing. Let's just get started. The rooster tail, it doesn't need anything done to it. It's good. It's good on its own. It's good as is, so let's get started. All right, I'm gonna be a little bit quieter now because we're gonna go get in a position. We're gonna bring our water bobber rig. We're gonna bring the water bobber rig and the rooster tail. We're gonna be a little bit quiet and we're gonna go get over here where the trout are. I know the trout are over here. You didn't hear it, but I heard it while I was setting up this morning. There's tons of trout over here, guys. Our chances of catching a trout are high. I'm talking about very, very, very high. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't want to scare the trout. Unfortunately, we're stuck in selfie mode. Is that gonna hurt? If we catch a fish, it will, because when I'm showing you, well, nah, it's just awkward. It'll be awkward. Okay. Yeah, because I try to change the angle and go like this, and then if I go like this, it'll let me turn it around, but only for a second. Oh, YouTube. That's the app. Okay. All right, let's see. First, we want to cast the water bobber rig out first and get that one just so that it's in the water. Right? We want to have a rig in the water. So again, if you're just now joining us, welcome to this episode, this live episode of Fish Camp TV. We're going to try to catch you some rainbow trout. Christmas is here. Everybody's spirits are high, and mine are especially high. Because like I said, don't miss out on the rainbow trout. We're not gonna miss out on them. Not with this rig. Look, water bobber, sinker, worm. There we are. Let's get him. Oh, that was a good cast. Look, good cast. We got over there to the other side right there. We're in the position. We got the worm in a good spot. All right, what we have to do now is go ahead and take this. Take this thing right here. Take the rooster tail right here. Take the rooster tail. I need to reposition the camera because I do need to watch the water bobber rig. It couldn't get a bite while I'm fishing with the rooster tail. So let's sneak over here. Circle it like this. All right, let's sneak over here like this. Let's start making some casts with our rooster tail. Probably gonna catch a fish, I'm telling you. Our chance. I already got a bite. Oh, guys, did you see that fish? Did you see that fish right there? Look, see this? Did you see that? Oh my God, there's another trout over there. Guys, I really should have 100 viewers in here, but I'm terrible at promoting my YouTube streams. So I have one viewer. Should be 100, right? Help me out, guys. Share the stream if you can. It's kind of messed up, but yeah, I don't know how to promote my YouTube. Oh, there we have another viewer. All right, guys, let's go back in there and get him because I just saw him. He came out of that one came out of the water. Look, let me get this a little bit closer. All right, guys, you ready? Tell me in the chat if you're ready to see me catch a rainbow trout live on YouTube stream. All right. rooster tail got hit 3 different times just now. This rooster tail got hit 3 different times. I'm shooting into the sun. Let me angle it like this. Let's cast over there this way. That was a decent cast. That was a decent cast. Hold on. That was a decent cast. Is that showing up? Ooh. Look at that, guys. Whoa! Almost fell. Look at that. Rainbow trout. Ooh, 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 ooh. Shh. Hold on. Dude, I'm baked. Yeah, see, he's a faithful supporter because he knew I was gonna catch one. He knew I wasn't bullshitting, and he stayed and watched me. The other people came in the stream, and they were like, "This guy ain't gonna catch no fish," and they left. Dude on Bake stayed, and look at that. Look at that, guys. Rainbow trout opening day. What do you think, YouTube? What do you think of this? Rainbow trout opening day. Look what we just did. Look at that fish, guys. He's all dirty. Let's wash him off in the water. Oh, he tried to get away just now. Tried to get away. Oh, come on. I washed him off and he's like, I like it better in the grass. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. All right, now my feet are soaked. Guys, I'm not good at promoting my YouTube. Tell your friends, tell everybody you know that wants to catch rainbows. We're doing it here on Fish Camp TV. Look. Live rainbow trout fishing. My feet are now, totally drenched. That's okay. We're gonna fix all this. All right, guys, let me go get the rag. Hold on. We made a mess here. Hold on. I gotta bring you guys with me too. Hold on. This is gonna be awkward because my hands are slimed up. Let's go over here, get the rag. I stepped in the water accidentally, so now I'm gonna have wet feet. But the trout, he dropped on the ground, and he wouldn't calm down. He's so excited. He has never been on a YouTube live stream before. All right, so I got the rag. Let's go ahead and wipe our hands and figure out how we're gonna store this trout. First, let me fix the view. I know it's broken. Let me fix it. Hold on. There we go. All right, so we're good now with the view. It's not all messed up now. We need to quickly figure out a way to. Oh, I don't have my stringer. I have this. Okay, I have literal string. I don't have a stringer, but I have this. Let's go ahead and put him on the stringer. Yeah, because I cleaned my stringer yesterday. I caught fish and I cleaned the fish, but at the end of the day, the stringer was dirty and I cleaned it and I forgot to pack it back in my stuff. So today we have a literal string. Does that work? Sort of. I mean, it's not great, but it works. All right, here we go, guys. Let's take the trout that you just saw me catch and let's put him in over here. This is a little close to where we're fishing, and I don't like that, but whatever. Oh, I don't have anything to tie it to. All right, so when you use a stringer like this, you do need a peg to put it in the ground so that you have something to tie it to. Hold on. Okay, that's tricky. For now, we'll use this thing for now, just as a temporary measure. All right, let's go put him in the water. I like to keep my trout alive, okay? Why? It's pretty simple. Because the sooner that you kill the trout, the sooner you need to put them on ice. So to avoid that, we keep them alive. Okay, here we go. For anybody just now joining us, today's lesson is how to catch rainbow trout. This is basically trout opening day. You know, they just stocked the rainbow trout, and we just caught one. We just caught one. There you go. Get the trout there. There we go. Now he's upside down. I don't want him upside down. I'm going to try to flip him over. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to put the peg in the ground, like that. Sort of put it in the ground, and then... All right. I know as a backup, I need to get my other internet device to be on deck, because as I can see, it's trying to not have internet. So let me know in the chat how the stream is doing from a technical standpoint. I don't mean if you're liking it. I mean, like, I know it's cutting out, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. I have a way to fix that. But if you're just now joining us, we've already caught one fish. So we caught fish number 1. Dude, I'm baked. Yeah. Dude, I'm baked said nice one. Thank you so much for your comments, Dude, I'm baked. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my mobile data for this other device, and I'll get a hotspot going, because as I can see, as we were putting the trout in the water, as I saw the internet was trying to go out. I hope that doesn't happen today, because as you can see, we've already caught a fish, so it's probably going to be a good day. So I don't want to have any internet problems. Okay, mobile hotspot and tethering, turn it on. There we go. Okay, I started the hotspot, and let's get back to fishing. If you're just now joining us, we just caught our first fish, and we're gonna sneak over here to the spot, and I'm gonna lower my voice a little bit. I don't want to. Oh my God! Did you guys see that trout? There was a trout that just jumped over there on the other side. Guys, there's trout all over the place. There's trout all over the place. All right, let's sneak over here. All right, here's what we're gonna do. One rig that's already in the water. I need to recast that rig. Okay, let's recast. Okay, this is the water bobber rig right here. This is the water bobber rig. It has worm on it, by the way. Worm. And I noticed that it drifted left. So to overcompensate, we're gonna go over here, cast it right, knowing that it's gonna drift. Got the water bobber rig. Okay, that one's ready. That one's done. That one's ready. Okay, so the other rig is a rooster tail. Okay, let me fix this up. The other rig that we have is a rooster tail. This rig right here. This rig right here is the rooster tail rig. This is what we got on here. Alright, so I want you guys to get a good look at the trout if I catch one. So let's go a lot closer to the water's edge. Let's go over here, like this. Okay, hopefully the camera doesn't fall in the water. Here we go. Alright. Dude, I'm baked. Are you still in the chat? Let me know if you're in here. Okay, let me put this down a little bit. Alright, let me angle this up. I want you guys to get a good view, because I just caught a fish just a minute ago. I'm terrible at promoting my live streams, because there should be more people in here. I watch YouTube streamers, and I don't often see them catching fish live. Not often. And when they do, they're not very good fish. Okay, so, dude, I'm baked. Yeah, dude, I'm baked. It's always like amazing. Like if I'm not doing well, I'll get a bunch of viewers. If I'm doing amazing, there'll be one. But that's just how it goes. Oh, while I'm blabbing, there was a trout right there. Oh my God, did you guys see that? Wow. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's catch fish number 2, because we're gonna milk the replay. We get no viewers on the live because YouTube doesn't give me the impressions, but we might get some viewers on the replay. So what we're gonna do, if you're watching this replay, we're gonna try to give you a dynamite experience. Fish number 2 is out there. Let's go catch him, guys. Let's go catch him. Okay, we got a good cast. We got a really good cast, actually. Okay, can you see this? I need to go over here. I want to make sure that the angle is right. And plus that sun. Hold on, maybe we should move the camera over here. Let's move it over a little bit. Move it over kind of like this, maybe? How about this angle? Is that working? I think it does work. But to move over a little more, scoot it up. Yeah, that's perfect right there. I wanted to give you guys a much better angle. All right, here we go. This pond right now is full of trout. I mean, absolutely full of trout, okay? Here we go. Guys, if you're watching this, you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments if you've ever caught these stocked rainbow trout. And if you're a northerner, tell me if there's natural trout in your area. If you're from up north, we're kind of jealous of you guys because I think that they don't even stock them in places like Minnesota and Michigan, even Vermont, places like that. I don't even think they stock the trout. Tell me how it works. Down here in Louisiana, trout aren't native at all. There's no native trout here. So they stock these trout. They don't survive the summer. So what happens is they die in the summer anyway. So when I catch a trout, it's immediately going in the ice chest, you know. We do not do catch and release on these. Now the wild trout in other parts of the United States, they make you do catch and release in certain places. And you can't even use a bar. That's how serious it is. Okay guys, let's try to catch fish number 2. Ooh, we got a hit right there. We got a hit right there. Yeah, we just got hit. All right, let me move the tripod a little bit closer. How about like that? All right, let me make the arm go up. I got a feeling we're gonna catch another fish, guys, but I want to get a good view for everybody watching the replay. I want to get a good view so that you can see exactly how this works. Okay. All right, is that angle good? All right, now I'm not shooting into the sun. Cool. All right, there we go. Okay, that should work right there. We have a little bit of grass on our rooster tail. Get that grass off of there. Cast out over there. Here we go, here we go. Is that picking up? I want to make sure that that picked up. I don't know, I can't tell if it is or it isn't. Maybe I should move back. If I move back like this. All right, let me fix the angle. It's not picking up the way I want it to. Problem is, the sun is so bright. I would have been happy with the sun just staying the hell behind those clouds, but it came out and it's so bright. Okay. I'm making sure the water bottle rig is still good. Okay, so that tree is where the aiming is. Okay, so if I catch one by the tree, then you can see it. All right, got it. I'm sorry that took a moment to figure out, but the angle really does matter because you want to see the action. You don't want to just take my word for it. You want a front row seat. So I gave you a front row seat. Ooh, ooh, speaking of front row seat. Trout number 2. Oh my God, trout number 2, guys. I told you we was gonna catch another one. I told you we were gonna catch another one. Trout number 2. I'm sorry it's overexposed. The camera work's not that great today. We're shooting on the iPad. But look, this trout is excited. He's never been, dude, I'm baked. Look, dude, I'm baked. Am I telling you the truth or what? I cannot promote my YouTube live streams. There's literally like 2 people in the room. I never go on YouTube streams and see him catching fish after fish. Nope, doesn't happen. I'll sit there for hours and then don't catch anything. Look, guys, we gotta get some people in this room to join us, man. Look at this, I get no love. But I'm catching the fish though, that's all that's important. It's basically, I just wanna get this out there, the information. I just wanna get the information out there, how to do this, okay? Like I told you, ooh, he almost got me with those trebles. Fish, calm down, man. It's just a live stream, calm down. Okay, so like I was telling you in the description of this video, Fishing Magician is who you should watch. I learned some stuff from him. Oh my God, that fish is not gonna stop. I learned some stuff from him, and he's really one of the best ones on YouTube for, you think this is impressive. I saw him go on an opening day, and he was just like, one cast after another. The dude is just like a magician, literally, with the trout. Now the trout is completely grassed up. They do this to me every single time. Now we have to go and clean him up. So I can't even get a shot of him now because he's so dirty. Look at him. He is eager, man. This trout has drank probably 2, possibly 3 cups of coffee this morning. Oh my God, trout, calm down, man. It's just a live stream. All right, let's clean him off because he's gotten himself completely dirty. Clean him off. There we go. There we go. All right, and we got our rag to wipe our hands with. All right, so let's bring it up here. Look at him. He's going, buddy. He's going. He's like, I ain't waiting for you guys. All right, so how did I have this before? Oh, this is awkward. It won't balance now. I need a helper. Anybody want a job as a YouTube streamer helper? All right. So we got the trout. Let's go ahead and show him to you if you'll calm down enough for me to show him to you. No, he won't. He's still wanting to go. These little guys have a lot of fight in them. These little guys right here have a lot of fight in them. Let me get the pliers and get the rooster tail out of him, and then we'll put him on the stringer. All right, here we go. All right, take the needle nose. This time he got the hook. They don't always get the hook. Sometimes you have to cast a few times to get him to get the hook. But this guy, he had no problem with that. He's hooked in 2 places, so this fish wasn't gonna get away from me. He's hooked, he's double hooked in his mouth. There we go. So we got the rooster tail out. We got the fish free. Oh. If I lip him now, he won't get away, right? Lip him. Now, if you're gonna put the trout back, never do what I'm doing right now. Never. If you're fishing for wild trout, okay, natural trout, they're just in the ecosystem, like brook trout and those. Never do what I'm doing, because that'd be poor handling and you'll kill it. They're fragile. I don't know really anything about trout, not other than what I've learned on YouTube and stuff. But I do know, I've noticed that if you try to put them back after you've manhandled them, they will not live. You look up later in the pond and you see a trout floating, that's the one that you just killed. Seriously, like, they're very, very fragile. These are getting eaten, so it does not matter. But the wild trout, you have to use a net. You have to wet your hands first, use a net, and handle them a very, very specific way. Okay, here we go. Let's angle it up and kind of swing around. All right, swing it around. And let's put him on the stringer, guys. Trout number 2, we're halfway to a limit already. How long have we been fishing? 30 minutes and we're halfway to a limit. Okay, let's get him in the water. All right, here we go. Here we go. Put him on the stringer. Put him in the water. We'll let him do his thing. All right, guys. We're looking pretty good, or what? You tell me. Are we doing good today, or what? We're halfway to a limit, and we've only been fishing like 30 minutes. We're halfway to a limit. These are some pretty decent stock trout, I would say. And that both of them decent size. They're not dink. Not in my opinion. Okay. Let's go ahead and tie up the stringer. If you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in. This is Fish Camp TV. If you've never seen me stream before on YouTube or any of the other platforms, I'm an educational fishing channel. I'm trying to teach you how to fish. I have a few years of experience, and I'm trying to share my experience with you. Simple as that. I'm trying to teach you how to fish. If you're a beginner fisherman, I want to teach you how to fish like from scratch. A lot of channels do not do that. I repeat, they do not do that. They're expecting you to be intermediate, and they're trying to make you better. They're not designed to take you from zero. Oh my God, guys, while I'm sitting here blabbing, did you see that trout in the middle over there? Did you see that? Did you hear that? I'm sitting over here blabbing about YouTube, and these trout are going nuts. All right, and this camera is bothering me. Hold on. The tripod is just, okay. We want to get a good view. Okay, so the water bobber rig has floated over there. I gotta fix that first. Let's swing over and fix that. Okay, can we fix that? Even? Okay, so I fixed that one. I fixed it and I'm put it down. Okay, so that rig is... Do you hear those trout jumping in the background? Please tell me you hear that. All right. All right, guys, we're doing pretty good. I just got to get out of the sun. Please, let's get out of the sun. Let's go, let's take our worm rig, actually, and pick it up. I'm so tired of fighting with the sun. Let's go in the shade on the other side. This is just, it's impossible. In selfie mode, it's impossible for me to get a good angle over here. Let's go on the other side. Let's take this rig up. All right, let's take our rig up. This is, by the way, this is the water bobber rig right here. All right, this rig right here, water bobber. Okay, and let's take our rooster tail rig. Okay, this is the rooster tail right here. This is what caught all these fish. So we caught half a limit just now. And then the fish that we caught yesterday here, again, all caught on the same lure. So far, they haven't been wanting to mess with the real bait that I've been putting out. But the lures, they're all about the lure. They're all about the rooster tail. They've been ignoring my worm and my corn, but that's okay, because we don't care what they bite on. We care if they're biting. We do not discriminate like that. Do not care. All right, guys, let's go walk over here to the other side of the pond and get out of the sun, because it's driving me crazy. All right, so basically there's woods behind here. You see all back there, there's woods. There's woods all back there. There's deer back there. There's deer, there's squirrels, all kind of wildlife back there. Okay, let's keep walking, keep walking. Oops, I'm a little too high right there. All right, here we go. All right, see how shady it is now? Now you can actually see me. Wow, you can actually see me. Okay. The sun thought it was gonna ruin our day, but what I did was I won up. Okay, so there's another fisherman over there where we were fishing, and it doesn't even matter because, like, we don't want to be over there anyway. We want to be back here in this spot where I'm at right now. This is the spot for us. This back corner. I'm gonna put my rods down real quick. I'm gonna show you. I'll give you a little, not a tour, but I'll just show you. Okay, here's where we are. We're back in this corner now, And look, see there's woods behind me? There's woods behind me, but look, we're gonna set the tripod up like this. Okay. I wanna give you guys a good view because over there, the sun prevented me from really showing you how fun and the fight. I want you guys to see the fight on camera. Okay, so let's come over here and see if we can reset the view. If the exposure will chill out a little bit. Here we go. Where am I going to be casting? I'm going to be casting over here. So let's come over here where I'm going to be casting at. All right, I'm trying to get it to be not white, if it will. Okay, I'm going to grab the tail. Grab both of them, actually. All right, grab these. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Ooh, the view was good for a minute there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one out here. All right, right over there. You saw where I cast it over there? Okay, so I'm gonna put that one there. And just kind of let it sit. And I'm gonna keep fixing the view until we find a view that works. Here we go. The iPad is just not a good device for this. How about this? Does this show up? All right, here we go. There we go. Okay. Let's grab the rooster tail. Grab the rooster tail. Here it is right here. All right, let's throw it there. All right. Is that showing up? Not really. It needs to be more, yeah, but something about like that. Here we go. All right, guys, you ready to see me catch another rainbow? All right, here we go. Sorry the exposure is not ideal, but it's an iPad, and they are not that great at filming. Here we go. Let's get another cast. Cast over here, this one. Let's move up because the exposure still is not chilling out right there. So let's just move up. We want to get into a dark spot. That's a little bit better. I'm starting to like it. I'm digging it. How about that? That's decent. All right, I just got a nip on that cast. I just got a nip. All right. I did get a nip on that cast. In other words, I got a bite on that cast. Let's move it was a trout right by that. That was a trout, guys. That was a trout, guys. Did you see that on camera? This thing doesn't have auto exposure, does it? Nope. Okay. Here we go. I just want to get you a close-up view. If I can't get you an underexposed view, I want to get you a close-up view. Because last time that guy didn't even get to see me bite the fish. All right, here we go. More vertical on the other side like this. All right. Here we go. All right. One more cast right here. There we go. 2 fish so far. Oh my goodness. Guys, he got off right at the bank right here. Did you guys? The trout got off right at the bank. I fought him in and he got off right here. If I wanted to get wet, I could have went and grabbed him. He was right here. That's okay. There's more trout in the pond. No problem. I do not care about that. We're halfway to our limit. Dude, I'm baked. This pond is full of trout. We don't need that trout right there. All right, here we go. Let's get him. Let's get him. We almost got it. Ooh. Got him. Got him. Bam. Bam. That's what we came to do. That's what we came to do. Let me move the camera. Guys, give me some likes. Give me some likes on this stream. We got 3 people, 3 likes. We could do a little better than that. Dude, look at that. Look at that. Bam. Bam. This is what we do on Fish Camp TV right here. All day long. All day long. He's dirty. Let's wash him off. Let's bring him to water's edge and wash him off. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, guys. I told you if you watch my stream, you're going to see me catching fish. We only have to catch 1 more to catch a limit. Only 1 more. All right, guys. Woo! Here we go. I know, dude. I'm happy about it too, man. You can't contain my excitement this time of year, right? Stock trout season. Look at that. Look at that right there, guys. Fish Camp TV. Bam! This is what we came for. That fish is gonna put a hook in me, right? All right, let's go get him on the stringer, guys. We have to go back on the other side, unfortunately. Our stringer is way over there. And somebody's fishing over there. We don't even care. They're not bothering us. We only need 1 more fish to get a limit today. So we're not bothered by fishing pressure today. It does not matter. We have an excellent chance of catching our limit. It doesn't matter how many people show up here today. Our chances of limiting out went skyrocketed just now, because now that we have 3 fish, we just literally have to catch 1 more fish to catch a limit. And I'd say we're doing pretty good. Like I said, I don't often tune into live streams on YouTube where they're actually catching fish, much less catching a limit of fish. Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. I watch, there's some good streamers. I like Richard Gene Fishing Machine. He's probably my favorite overall. Yeah, he's actually definitely my favorite overall, but he doesn't go live. He goes live, but he doesn't tell you ahead of time, and he rarely goes live. He just does videos. All right, let's come over here and put our fish on the stringer, guys. Woo! It's been a good morning so far. If you come early, you can beat the crowds, get a good spot, get set up, do all the stuff, have some fun. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put fish on the stringer. And once we got the fish on the stringer, how's it going? Once we got the fish on the stringer, then we just literally need 1 more. Okay, 1 more to have a limit. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's get our stringer out. Okay, I can't shoot into the sun, so I'm gonna put the tripod over here. There we go. Oh, it's gonna fall. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it that way. It's gonna fall. All right, let me put the leg down. Okay. Is it gonna fall? All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. If you're just now tuning in, what are we doing today? Bam, that right there is what we're doing today. Okay, our fish are already in the water. The other ones that we caught, let's let this guy go on the stringer too. Let me take it off first. Take it off. Doesn't get a hook in me. Okay. All right, I got the hook out. Let's put him on the stringer. Now I'm getting filthy. My feet are completely wet now. Can't help it. Okay. All right, let's get our other fish up. Get him on the stringer first, and then pick our other fish up. I'll show them to you. All right, are you just now joining us? Have you never heard about Fish Camp TV? Well, you should, because this is what we're doing today. I'm teaching you how to catch rainbow trout. This is a tutorial. Christmas is coming up. Everybody's in a good mood, including me. And this is my favorite thing to do, is to catch these rainbow trout, just like that. So if you watch my channel, you're gonna see fishing live. We're fishing live and we're doing this, you know? Bam! We're having a good day. So let me retie. Let's retie the stringer. Come over here. Tie it again. Okay, our fish are back in the water. And anybody in the chat, go ahead, and if there's new people coming in, they're gonna be asking me, did he catch any fish? So I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. You can tell them. All right, so like I said, my feet are muddy now. They're wet and muddy. We're gonna go on the other side where we were fishing, and hopefully get our last fish. That'll make four fish for us today. Okay, so put the pliers up. Put the pliers up. Take the rooster tail. By the way, if you're just now joining us and you're wondering, what am I catching all these fish on? I'll show it to you. Hold on. Okay, so we're catching them on this. This is a rooster tail. The pattern, if you're curious about the pattern, it's like a dark green pattern with little black dots, and it's got an orange belly. It's overexposed so you can't see. We'll go over there in the shade and I'll show you, but look, it's got an orange belly. And if you have any other questions about it, feel free to drop a comment in the chat. Drop a question in the chat. All right, let's go there. Oh my gosh. There's a trout over there where we just came from. He just came up and busted the surface. So, trout pattern. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I actually never thought of that. That's how new I am to trout fishing. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm thinking it's random. It's not. That rooster tail is imitating a trout itself. It's like the trout pattern. It's dark greenish. It's got the black speckles. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So yeah, that rooster tail right there has done some work. It's all beat up. It got bent up yesterday. One of the fish bit me yesterday and he bent up my rooster tail. And so it's not in the best condition. And it doesn't even matter. They're still hitting it. It doesn't matter. All right, and speaking of pattern, Dude I'm Baked was talking about the, see now it's shady, I can show you. See, this is what we're catching them on. So speaking of the pattern, Dude I'm Baked, what I've noticed here today, just with these fish that I caught, the fish that I caught yesterday and the fish that I'm catching right now, because we've caught 3 so far, I'm noticing that when you slow up the retrieve, then your hookup ratio is totally different when you slow up the retrieve. That's what I'm noticing. Because when I work it fast, I still get the strikes, but a key difference is when I'm working it fast, what I've noticed that happens is the trout are still interested, but when I work it fast, they still will nip at it, but they never actually get it in their mouth. Okay, I'm gonna fix the angle. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so speaking of pattern, is I've noticed if you slow down the retrieve, your hookup ratio is so much better, because earlier today, this morning, I was retrieving it fast. I've noticed that the trout will still nip at it, but they're kind of, these are juvenile trout, you know, they're not like, I don't know, I feel like the stock trout are just not experienced. You know what I mean? When it's cold, fish get lazy and slow. Yeah, that too. That's another good point. So, but I've noticed that since I slowed up my retrieve, the hookup ratio, it's shot up. All right, is this gonna be overexposed, or can we get that? Can we get that on camera? All right, let's try it here. Let's try it here. All right, here we go. Here we go. This looks like a good little spot in this corner back here. This looks like it's gonna be a good spot. So let me get the camera a little closer so that you can get a front row seat of the action. Speaking of front row seat, Dude has been in there. He's a instant fan. I've never seen his name before on YouTube, but he's been in here this whole time. I'm like, wow, man, I'm glad I met you, dude. Honestly, I like fans. I dig it. All right, so we're in the position, and we're not too badly overexposed. All right, let's go ahead and catch the final trout. All right, we can only catch one more, and then we're at the limit, and we have to stop. You have to stop at 4. You can't keep going. Oh, my other rig has floated way over here. Okay, I see it. No problem. My other rig, we're probably going to get tangled in it if we catch a fish, but that's okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. There's fish out there. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Dude says I'm doing great. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And be sure and leave a comment on the replay, because as you can see, I'm getting a whopping 3 viewers on my live, where I'm limiting out on not only catching fish on the live, but limiting out. I'm getting a whopping 3 viewers. On the replay, we actually probably will get some viewers if we get the comments. So dude, once I post this replay, in other words, like the live stream replay, go in the comments and like ask questions, you know, talk to me, like, you know, if you have any suggestions or any, you know, anything that you want to say at all, it helps a lot. Because then YouTube will realize that the replay is hot and they'll push it. Because my stuff just does not get pushed out. As you can see, it does not get pushed out by the algorithm. Okay, so let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and get into position. See that cork being there is messing me up. We have to fix that. My cork has drifted. While we were putting the fish on the stringer, it drifted all the way over here. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. And it's gonna get snagged no matter what. Yeah, but that was a given. I'm not even gonna try to save it. It's gonna pop no matter what. That's a given. We already knew that. That was coming. Yeah, see? I've been fishing for a long time. Did I even try to save this? No. I knew we were gonna lose it. when braid, the thing about braid is, see these lily pads? Braid is awesome, but it floats. Okay, and what happens is your braid will float underneath these lilies. And if you float underneath one lily, there's a way that you can angle it and like get it out, like come out and get it to be over the lily, because that's where you want it. If you go, like that happened where the wind had drifted me over here while we were over there taking the fish off, and now you've discovered that you're underneath a bunch of lilies. The braid has snuck underneath a bunch of lilies. At least one of those lily stems is going to get your hook, and you'll get nothing. So that's why I say when I noticed, I was like, I already know what's going to happen. We don't need to. Yep. I was 100% certain that we were going to lose that, and I was 100% correct. All right, so let's angle back the other way. Let's angle it back over here. All right, see, the exposure isn't quite so bad over here. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get a nice long cast like this. See if we can catch our final trout. All right, here we go, here we go. And if not, we'll scoot down. How's it? Hurting for sturgeon. We're one fish away from a limit. We need one more fish to catch a limit. And we're overexposed. I realize that. I'm fighting with the camera. This is an iPad and it sucks at video. We're overexposed, but I'm trying to change that and it won't let me change it. All right, here we go. Let's go in the corner and start bringing it back. All right. Got a little piece of grass right there. Get that off there. Recast. How about over here? Oh, that's a good cast. Alrighty. Is it overexposed? It's actually good now, I think. Pretty good. There we go. How about this? Oh, I saw some shiners. I spooked some shiners just now on that cast, right by the bank. Oh. These are not long casts. All right, so what I'll do here is sort of move the camera down. Oops. Let's move down. The corner is all right, but I blew up the spot when I've got hung up. No problem. We'll scoot over here. All right, we'll scoot over here. This is where all the fish were caught anyway. And let's get over here. All right, right here. That's good right here. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Now it's gonna tilt on me, so I need to fix it. There we go. All right, can you guys see that pretty good? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh. Oh, that was a good cast. That was a good cast. That was a good cast right there. I'll be surprised if I don't at least get a nibble. That was a decent cast. All right. Didn't get a nibble on that cast. That's surprising. All right, let's get another good cast. Ooh. I overcasted that one. I overcasted that one by a mile. Let's get another long cast. These branches make it a little bit difficult. As you can see, there's some low-lying branches behind me. Just watch when you're casting, because you will end up hooking one of the branches. Ooh. Oh, I overcasted. See, I was undercasting. I'm gonna lose the rooster tail right here. Definitely. I undercast it a few times. Oops. Yeah, already knew that as soon as it landed. So we lost the rooster tail. I undercast it a few times, and I decided to overcompensate, and I swung it a lot harder, and we overcasted it and landed in some lilies. The lilies kind of are a bummer because, like, I think they're good cover for the fish. Like, I think the fish love to hang out underneath those lilies, but for the fishermen, they are terrible. And apparently that specific lily that you see in this pond, see this pond right here with those lilies? Those are a wild invasive native lily or something like that, or, well, not native, but apparently this is kind of a weed, is what I'm getting at. See these lilies? If you get your, especially if you're ultralight fishing like this, if you get your lure stuck on a lily, the stem, you have to rip the stem out of the bottom for you to get your, you know what I'm saying? Like, that stem is really firmly attached to the bottom of the pond. So you won't often get it back. That's why earlier when I had cast in and we came back over there and it had drifted underneath all those lilies, I was like, no way. No way possible. All right, so do we have more rooster tails is the question. Okay, so we could tie on the same rig that we've been using this whole time, which I think is the best idea, probably. So let's go ahead and do it like this. Bring that one down, bring this one up. Okay, now we're sort of level. Okay, so what we're gonna do right here is retie. Or, yeah. And so, question is, do we have another rooster tail we can fish with? Yeah, let's look at our stuff. Okay, so this says Bass Pro Shops. Bass Pro Shops right here. And let's look and see what we have in here. So we have this. This is called trout magnet. Can you see it? Can you see that, guys? Trout magnet. Is it showing up? Not really. The sun is just punishing me. But yeah, that's trout magnet. What else we got in here? We got some circle hooks. Oh, got this. This is pretty light. So what we were throwing, we were having trouble. The one that we just were throwing, we were having a little bit of trouble throwing it. This one, okay, so this is a 16th ounce. You see that, right, guys? 16th ounce. Is it showing up? Oh, see, that's not overexposed. There we go. Can you see that pretty good now? This is a 16th ounce rooster tail. So, and by the way, this is a Vibric. This is a Vibric rooster tail. So let's go ahead and use this one. Let's get it out of the package. This is, what I'm getting at is this is probably lighter than the one. Yeah, dude. See, I have a sinker up above the thing. I know it's not ideal, but like, see this? I have a sinker up above it that's gonna help with that. But the reason we broke off just now is because I overcasted. I casted so far that I reached the other bank of the pond, which had lilies, and we broke off. So I shouldn't be overcasting with this one. The other fisherman got a fish right there. All right, see? There's enough to go around. Ah, okay, I'm used to that. Yeah, there's enough to go around. There's no shortage of trout in here. All right, let's go ahead and tie off. All right, we're gonna watch that guy get his fish off, but we're gonna tie off right here. Okay, so let me go ahead and tie a Palomar. Once I tie this Palomar knot, we're gonna start fishing again. Okay, here we go. All right, make the loop, come over here, go around. There we are. All right, almost. Let me get this tied real quick. And then, this is a bubblegum flavor. This is a bubblegum pattern. It's like pink with, it's got the dots, but it's like pink. Okay. So we're we're almost finished with the knot. Actually, let me get my pliers. Okay, let's get the knot cinched up, dressed up, cinched up, whatever. All right, here we go. Pulling it tight now. All right. Okay, we're almost ready. We're ready to go ahead and cinch the knot. So let's take the rooster tail. Let's go ahead and pull on it. Make sure that it's not over the eyelet. Yep, it is. It always tries to go over the eyelet like that. It's hard to explain what I mean, but you'll see if you tie the Palomar. It's the only bad thing about the Palomar you gotta watch. Okay. There we go. Now let's just cut off the excess. Bring it like this. Cut off the excess. If you can, guys, take this little piece, put it in your pocket. Otherwise, you're trashing up the fishing hole. Okay. Take the pliers, put them back. Let's go on the other side and catch another fish. Okay. So we got the rooster tail tied on. And like Dude I'm Baked said, this is a very, very light version of the rooster tail. But I don't care. Because like I said just now, we overcasted. We overcasted. And that cost us at least one lure. So, being that this is so light, I shouldn't have that problem. We shouldn't be overcasting. All right. Ooh, there's a trout behind us. Did you guys hear that? I probably didn't pick it up. The iPad microphone doesn't pick up too good. Okay. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, guys, thank you. Thank you so much, by the way, while we're walking over here to catch this last fish. If I can, I'm gonna try. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've never seen Fish Camp TV before, this is what I do. I catch fish. We're doing educational fishing, all right? I'm not a Guggen. I'm not trying to impress you, okay? I'm just trying to teach you how to fish. Meaning, if you're a beginner, an absolute beginner, this is the place for you, because I can teach you from zero and bring you all the way up to speed. If you're intermediate or even an advanced fisherman, we have stuff for you too. So a little bit for everybody. Okay, let me set the tripod back up where it was. Okay, here we go. Is it too low? Seems like it's too low. Let's bring it back up. Let's bring it back up. There we go. And let's bring this arm back up. All right, here we go. Nice view right here. All right, so let's take our rooster tail out. Rooster tail out here. Let's get ready to catch this last fish. All right, here we go, here we go. Oh, I don't see the split shot. Ooh, that's gonna be beyond tricky. There ain't a word for how tricky this is gonna be. I don't see the split shot at all. I forgot to look for it, and it's not on here. All right, I don't think I'm gonna be able to cast this. I think we're gonna have to walk over there. Okay, it only casts about 5 feet without a split shot on it. I'm not saying that we can't do it. I'm saying, oh my God, we got hit. I made a cast about 5 feet and we still got a bite. Check that out, guys. You saw how long that cast was? It was like a 5-foot cast and we still got a hit on this thing. Yeah, the split shot is missing. We desperately need to walk over there and put the split shot on. But let's see if I can get it out there far enough to get a bite. All right. I'm not too certain about that, but we will try. Oh, we got a long cast out of that. Check that out. Check that out, guys. All right, we got a surprisingly long cast off a 16th ounce rooster tail with no weight on it. I must have lost the weight and I didn't notice. I lost the weight when we broke off, right? I didn't even notice. All right, so let's rear back. Let's rear back. Okay, that was a decent cast. All things considered. Oh, this thing has good action in the water too. I can feel the vibrations. Okay, let's go forward a little bit and get a nice long cast. Here we go. That's better. That's better. Cast over here. That pick up. Got a bite just now. All right. I'm gonna cast one more time in the corner. Over here. That was a little bit better cast. Like I said, it's hard to cast this thing with no wind. All right, guys. I think we need to. I'm gonna cast one or two more times over here, and then we'll go on the other side and get the sinker. Put a sinker on it. Okay. All right, here we go. Set up right here. Let's angle this down. Angle it down. There we are. Right there. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? Okay. I think we're good. Just all right. We did get a bite just now. We did get a bite just now on our rooster tail. I'm so surprised that we didn't catch that fish that just bit us. Because this is a small rooster tail, right? This is small. We got a fish. We got a fish. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He got off. He got off, but I got him on the bank. I got him on the bank, guys. He tried to get away. He unhooked himself. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'll show him to you. All right. How many people do I have in the room? 2? Oh, man. All right. All right. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Stop, 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 stop. Boy, this fish is so excited. He does not want to be on the live stream. I mean, he kept fighting me. All right, here we go. Let's move over a little bit. You can see it better. Look at him. He's ready to go, man. He wants to slip out of my hands back into the water. I can see that. But look at this fish. Look at that fish right there. Look at him. A nice. All right, we have to go on the other side. We have to go on the other side. Man, these fish today. Yeah, dude, I'm saying it. Am I bad at promoting my YouTube? The YouTube algorithm just doesn't like me at all. Thinks I'm boring. I don't know, dude. Do you think I'm boring? But anyways, here's what we're doing. Catching these rainbow trout. Got a limit on the live. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him on the stringer, but we have to go on the other side to do that. So I'm gonna wash my hands just briefly, and then we'll go on the other side. All right, wash my hands off a little bit, wash the fish off a little bit. Okay, he's still raring to go, as you can see. Now, I wouldn't do this in the summertime due to the snakes, but in the wintertime, one of the few good things about the wintertime, beside the stock trout, is the snakes aren't out. They're hiding. All right, so we got our fish, got the fishing pole. Let's grab our stuff and go on the other side. All right. Oh, the guy across the way got a fish just now. Look, that guy got, I think that's fish number 2 for him. It's pretty good. I got here before he did, so we're kind of even, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna hook the rooster tail back on my rod. Let's bring our stuff and go put the final fish on the stringer. Guys, we got a limit of rainbow trout on the live. All right, here we go. Okay. Like I said, the other rig right here, uh-oh, I got a bug in my back. Hold on, something crawled up my sweater. That was weird. Okay, so like I said, the water bobber rig, they weren't interested. Today, they only wanted the rooster tail. What I've noticed is that the days that's real cold and they're sluggish, they'll be more likely to take your floating rig or your Carolina-based rig, you know, corn on the bottom or whatever. And so when they're slower, they want that stuff. But when they're active, like when it's kind of warm out and they're active, I've noticed that they want the rooster tail. So it kind of changes. It's based on how excited they are that day. And as you see, this fish fought me. I was trying to hold him up for you guys, and he kept fighting me. And yeah, they're super energetic today. These fish are wound up to the max. Okay, we're gonna put the final fish on the stringer. This guy behind me is getting a fish off the stringer too. I'm getting a fish off his too. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is, and we're not done with the stream when I put this fish on the streamer, by the way, because we can always rig up and talk about the rigs that I have here. I'll show them to you. Okay, let's put our final fish on the stringer. Okay, how'd we do this last time? I think I had it like this. Now I gotta put this down. It won't balance. Okay, I think I did it like this last time. Something like that. Let's see if that works. Will that work? Okay, as long as it doesn't fall. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and put our final fish on the stringer. If you're just now joining us, this is what we're doing today. Catching rainbow trout. Opening day for rainbow trout stocking. They just stocked it, rainbows, and they're all fresh in the pond, ready to be caught. And this makes fish number 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the stringer, just like this. All right, with the one on the stringer already. Okay. Here we go. This is what we did here today, and we got to put them on ice now. I go ahead and put these fish on ice. But there's 2 people in the room. I know Dude on Bake is one of them. I don't know who the other person is, but if you're new to my channel, this is what we do. Doing fishing education. I'm showing you how to catch stock rainbow trout. All right, the angle is bad. Let me fix this a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So yeah, stock rainbow trout. Opening day is always fun. And as you can see, we had ourselves a good bit of fun here today. We just finished the limit, guys. We finished out the limit. 4 likes. Come on, guys. Try to like the stream if you can. There's a lot of people coming and going. They may not all be fishermen though. They may just be random people. But even if you're random and you never fished before, this just by itself, the beauty. Look at the coloration patterns on this fish. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. I love rainbow trout. So we're gonna go ahead and put our fish on ice first. We gotta do that before we do anything else. So let's go do that. I don't need to bring my rod. I don't know why I'm holding my rod. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. The people that are watching, thank you so much for tuning in and watching, because it took a lot. I had technical difficulties when I started the stream. I had done a scheduled, and then I went in to look at my scheduled, and then YouTube pretended that I didn't do a schedule because it wasn't showing up. And so I had to start all over. So even though I woke up early this morning and I was ready for the day, and I did my part, like the YouTube app just totally dropped the ball, and I had to start all over. But as you could see, the dark forces were working against us, but they couldn't prevail. Right? They couldn't prevail. All right. Okay, here we go, guys. And I'm just gonna give you a little panoramic view right here. We're in a good spot for me to do this. So let me just stop, give you a little view of where we're at. See? Give you a little panoramic view. That's the pond where we're at. Okay. Oh, it's a beautiful day today. All right, guys. I'm in such a good mood. I was on TikTok doing a live stream showing you how to cook the fish, because we caught them today, and ideally we would do a catch and cook. I have to let my mind work on it, how this is going to work out, because I kind of do want to do that today, and we do have the charcoal to support it. In other words, we do have the stuff to do a catch and cook, right? We brought that. I brought that with me. We have the stuff. We can do the catch and cook if we need to. I'm just kind of working it out in my mind. Do I want to do that? I'm not sure. Some of the I don't have really that many supporters on YouTube, but the 1 or 2 people that always tune in to me aren't here right now. And so if I do a catch and cook, I'd rather them be watching so they can get the most value, because they show up for almost all my streams. You know, they'll show up and stay, and that helps me. It makes me feel like encouraged. And so if I were to do a catch and cook, I really would want them to be here, and I haven't seen them in the stream yet. But then again, sometimes the chat misses, so let me turn on top chat, live chat, all messages are visible. Yeah. So Hunting for Sturgeon said nice. Thank you, Hunting for Sturgeon. Thank you. We don't have sturgeon here. That's an interesting fish. I've seen, was that guy called Ace Videos on YouTube? Who was it that was doing the sturgeon? Somebody was doing a sturgeon video, and I really liked it. Those things get big. Yeah, I liked it, but I don't remember who it was. Let's see. Oh, do we have the thing that we brought? Oh my gosh. All right, well, that was me just dropping the ball. So I preemptively brought the ice chest out there, so we did not even have to do that step. Just ignore me, guys. Well, I do want something to drink, though. Hold on. I do want to grab a sip real quick. But yeah, sturgeon, that's what it's about. I just don't know anything about that kind of fish. I just know that I watched a video. I thought it was Ace Videos. There's a guy called, he's a fisherman called Ace Videos too on YouTube. Excuse me. That carbonation makes me hiccup real bad. Excuse me. All right, so I got quench my thirst. Let's go back over there. All right. So anyways, yeah, Ace Videos, pretty sure he did a sturgeon trip. Oh, the guy over there got another one. So we've both caught limits today. The guy over there in the background, he caught a limit. Well, let's see. He caught 1, 2, oh, that might be his third one. I don't remember. I can barely keep up with what I catch, much less what other people catch. But it seems like he's either at a limit or one fish away. As you can see, if you spent the whole day out here, it's not too hard to figure out that if you spent the whole day out here, this is what happens. Like, how long did this take us, guys? How long have I been streaming? 96 minutes. And some of that was wasted just because, like I said, technical difficulties and stuff. So, like, the actual time that it takes to limit out, like, it's not very much, right? An hour and a half. We got one in an hour and a half, and I even broke off and had some trouble. Like, a water bobber thing broke. We lost one of the rooster tails. Didn't matter. Didn't end up mattering at all. Okay. So, we are going to put the fish on ice, and then we can switch and fish for a different kind of fish. But that would generally have to be somewhere else. And I didn't even bring bait to fish for a different kind of fish. Because if we were to throw a worm out there, like if we said we wanted to catch catfish and throw a worm out there, we'll end up catching a trout. Okay, so let me put this over here. All right. And then angle it, fix the angle. Fix the angle a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and put the fish up. We got the ice chest right here. It was here the whole time. I didn't even know it. Okay. Let's open this up. All right, and I get my plastic bag. I had that plastic bag in here. Get the plastic bag out. All right. Okay. Let's get our plastic bag ready. I just do this so that my frozen things won't get all slimy. All right. Let's get our bag. Anybody just now joining us? This is what we're doing today. There's some nice rainbow trout. I thank everybody watching the replay especially. My live streams don't really get seen, but hopefully you guys see it on the replay. This is what we're doing here today. We had a successful day here on the fish camp. We've been having a lot of successful days lately, but this one was especially successful because this is our favorite species to fish for. Well, actually it's a tie between sac-a-lait and these. These taste better, but sac-a-lait are funner to fish for. These taste better, and so I like them for that reason. But sac-a-lait are funner to fish for. So I'm really not sure. It's kind of a tie between sac-a-lait and these. People who aren't from Louisiana, you guys call them crappie. We call them sac-a-lait here. All right, let's go ahead and put the bag up. Put the bag in here. Okay. All right, the fish are put up. All right, fish are put up. Everything's good. And we can turn the rest of this fishing into a little Q&A if anybody has any questions. Everybody was talking in the chat. I usually don't get a lot of chatter, but today people were actually talking, which is awesome. But I have a feeling the dude in the chat probably doesn't have that many fishing questions because he sounds like he's pretty good at it. So in that case, but yeah, anybody new coming in though, if you're watching the replay and you have questions, and now is definitely the time to ask the questions because we limited out. We can't continue fishing for them, but I can definitely show you some rigs and answer your questions. So let's go ahead and get situated here. There's one more pole over there that we have to go get before we even do anything else. And it's getting so hot that I can't keep all these clothes on. I have to take some of this off. The sun came out and it's burning up now. In fact, I should have did this while I was at the car. Okay. Uh-oh, low power. What are you talking about? All right, I do have the charger. We just saw it. Where is it? Okay. All right, so I forgot to do that. I forgot to put the power thing in. But I think we're okay because we do have the charger. Okay, so I put it on the charger. I put this here. All right, now we're charging. Now we're charging. Whew. It got hot. It got super hot. Whew. All right. It was cold this morning. I need a haircut. It was cold this morning. It's not cold now. It got hot, hot, hot. Oh my God. All right, so here's the plan. Let's go get the fishing pole first. We need to do that before we do anything. Let's go get the fishing pole. All right. Okay, guys. Just now joining us, we caught a limit of rainbow trout. I'm new to trout fishing. I had to adapt to it. Many years ago when I lived in Arizona, probably, oh my God, more than 10 years. I don't know when I lived there, but more than 10 years ago. And when I lived in Arizona was the first time I was ever exposed to stock trout. Because Louisiana back then, I'm not sure if they did it, but I just didn't know that they did it. But yeah, in Arizona and Phoenix, I used to live, actually, I lived in Tempe. And Tempe is next to Mesa in Arizona. And I first found out about the stock trout way back then, but I did sort of, when I heard about it, when I was fishing about the local ponds, and the kids would come over and talk about the trout and stuff, I would ask questions, and I was curious to know what was going on with it. But I didn't really get into it in the sense that it didn't catch on to any large degree where I was like, you know, able to do it. Like I knew of it, but I wasn't really doing it back then. No particular reason, just didn't do it. So yeah, that's the first time I ever heard about it. It was back in Arizona, in Phoenix. Okay, so, and I'm gonna give you another panoramic while we're here. So I'm here picking up my rig right here. We left our rig over here earlier, it broke off. But we're gonna go ahead and give you like a little view while we're here, might as well. Give you a little view of the place where we're fishing at right here, okay? So there's a corner over here, that's the back corner. And behind here, by the way, there's woods. In fact, there's real thick woods all around. There's woods back there. There's deer back there. There's squirrels, rabbits, you name it. Coons. And there's a guy over there fishing next to me. Friendly guy. Hadn't had any problems to speak of. It's been a great day. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a little view of where we're fishing at, okay? And we're gonna pick up the rig and we will continue the lesson, okay? Because we're gonna go back over here, but for the people some people watching, the people that are watching that only want to see fish caught, that's done for the day. You pretty much have my word on it, because I didn't bring shiners with me, because we could stay here and fish with shiners for sac-a-lait, but I didn't bring those with me because I knew we were doing trout today. So there's not gonna be any more fish caught, but what we will do is I will take you, like if you saw the video just now and you watching the live stream and you say, wow, I totally want to learn from you and learn how to catch the stock trout. I'm about to take you over there. When we go over there, I'm going to show you the rigs. I'm going to show you the rigs. I'll answer any questions you have. And even if you're watching the replay, I'll answer your questions down in the comments on the replay. Totally fine with doing that. I will try to fill you in on what I know. And like I told you before, you really want to go and look up a person called Fishing Magician 2.0, because he's kind of like maybe the authority on the stock trout. I loved he made a video called Everything You Need to Know About Stock Rainbow Trout, and man, it must have took him so long to edit that, because it's like a masterpiece. We might run out of battery. If we run out of battery before I'm able to do this, then I apologize, but I have it on the charger, so we should be fine. But just in case we're not fine, I appreciate everybody watching. Definitely. Okay, so I have it on the charger. I can't check the battery life, but I think it's good. So 5 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you. my YouTube videos, my long form videos like this don't often get 5 likes, especially my lives. Thank you guys, first of all. Thank you so much, YouTube, for tuning in today. And there's a new person just showed up in the stream. They may not have been watching us earlier. So for the benefit of the persons just now coming in, if you want to know what we were doing today, I'll go ahead and show you. So this is what we were doing. This is what we're doing right here today. Catching these stocked rainbow trouts. This has been a lesson in how to do the fishing for stocked rainbow trout. I'm gonna put a video out later today called Major Announcement, or I'm planning to tell, especially like single mothers, because a lot of times I go on the internet and I'm seeing like Facebook posts, and it'll be a single mother saying, you know, I have a son and we never catch any fish. Like, we go out, but the ponds don't have any fish. And so I kind of feel sympathy, because they just want to have fun. They just want, so I'm telling you, like, this, take your kids fishing. That's the best Christmas present you could give them. Take your kids fishing. Take the little ones. You got 2 or 3 year olds, you're a single mother. It's the perfect thing. You could give them that, and it's going to be a memory that they'll have for a lifetime. I'm telling you, take them fishing. They will love that as a Christmas gift. And make sure you come the first week when they first put the trout in, because that's when they have the most trout. All right, so let's put this back. And put this back in here. All right, guys, like I said, I'm so grateful. I looked up just now, and I've got 6 likes on my live. I don't think I've never gotten 6 on my live before. Thank you so much for that. My live streams, I need to promote them before I go live, but like I said, this morning I had technical difficulties. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you different rigs that you can use for rainbow trout. Okay, so the main rig that we're using today, you've already seen it, but I'll show it again. You've already seen it, but this was it right here. So what we have here is a spinning outfit. Okay, it doesn't matter what the reel or the rod is, it's just spinning. That's all you need to know. It's the spinning with the bail. These are called open face reels, by the way. So you got a spinning outfit. I have braid on it. You could use mono. In fact, I think that's what you're supposed to use. I don't know, I have to ask. But I use braid, and then I go to a leader, okay? How much leader? This much, watch. Let me back up. Okay, so the braid goes to this knot. You saw me tie it earlier on the live stream, or at least I think I did. And then it goes to, we got a uni knot to go from braid to fluoro. So this is a fluoro leader, and it's about, I'd say this leader is about 4 feet long, or maybe 5. And the reason I want a long leader is because these trout have good eyesight. Rainbow trout have very, very good eyesight. And if you come to the pond, the only way you can get skunked fishing for rainbow trout, like consistently, is if you come here with like 30-pound, 40-pound test mono. Those trout are not gonna fall for that, guys. Even the stock ones, they can see that line so well. You wanna go thin to win, okay? You wanna go, this is 10-pound, but it's fluoro. And even that is pushing it. You would really want to stay like 8 or 10 on fluoro. And there's professional trout people who are telling me 4 pounds is normal. I don't know, you tell me in the chat. Like, if you're fly fishing, the tapered leader, they were saying like 4 pounds is normal, like 4-pound test to catch the wild rainbow trouts. I don't know. That's not something I know about, but you want to go with a thin, light line. So this is the rooster tail that we had to tie on because we lost our first one. This is a 1/16 ounce, and I have the package right here. I'll show it to you. This is a Vibrick rooster tail, okay? This is what we caught the final trout on, Vibrick, 1/16 ounce. This pattern, the other pattern that I lost, that I now can't show you, was a trout pattern. And this one right here, again, it's a trout pattern. It's like dark green with black dots, and then the underbelly is pink with black dots, okay? And then the skirt part, the feather, ow, got a hook in my hand. So the feathered part, that's a mixture of green and pink. And the spinner on here, this is not a gold, this is the copper. I made sure I bought the copper just because I wanted to experiment. When I bought this from Bass Pro Shops, And yeah, I wanted to experiment, so I bought the copper, and as you can see, the fish don't mind because they just bit on it. So we're gonna put that up. This rig is what we would call the action rig. What I call action rig for rainbow trout, meaning you're moving it around. It's not something that's stationary where the trout go and find it. It's something where you're moving it, like bass fishing. Okay, so there's the action rig. We had this rig broke off, but the most important part of the rig I can still show you. The most important part of this rig right here, again, this is a spinning outfit. It's a spinning combo. Doesn't matter what rod or what reel. Just if you were buying equipment for rainbow trout, I would say ultralight is probably your best bet. But this was the water bobber rig, okay? And so the swivel, it goes to swivel, and ideally, so it's not supposed to be broken off at the bottom. I did that. That's my fault. But it goes to a swivel and about 3 feet worth of fluoro. And what we have is a bead. Okay, we have a bead right here. And the bead goes to the top of the peg for the water bobber. And what you do is you fill the water bobber up with water, and then you put that peg down, and then this floats on the surface, and the trout won't get spooked by this. So normal corks supposedly spook the trout. Like an ordinary cork, for some reason they're suspicious, but if you use the water bobber, they're less suspicious, and they don't notice it sitting on the surface, is what I'm getting at. Below the water bobber, about from the swivel down to about, I'd say 8 inches, I have a little rubber core sinker, and we use that kind because it doesn't crimp the line. It doesn't damage the line. And below that, if it wouldn't have broke off, below that is just the hook. Like 10 inches below that is the hook, okay? And we had like a, I don't want to guess, maybe a size 8 or 10 hook. And so yeah, that's the water bobber rig. This is a bait base. This is an artificial. Of course, you're going to be fishing with bait. So on the end of that hook, what would you have? You would have something like this. You would have worms like this. Okay. You could really put anything on there, but what I'm saying is today, that's what I put today, and that's what I would normally put is worms. You can always put a mixture. That works great too. Like put more than one thing. I'll show you the main things that I use. Okay, so on a day like today, they wanted the rooster tail, and they told us, the fish told me that. How'd they tell me? Because they kept biting. They couldn't turn it down. So they wanted the rooster tail today. But other days when these fish are slower moving, and they will go ahead and take the Carolina rig and the bait base rigs like the one I just showed you, this is what we use. So this is called Berkeley Power Bait, and it's called Rainbow Garlic. And I'll show it to you. You see that? Rainbow Garlic. And I know it's mirrored. Okay, yeah, it's mirrored. I can't help that. So I know you can't read it, but it does say that. It says Berkeley Power Bait, and it says natural scent with glitter, and that's it right there. And it smells strongly like garlic. It smells like power bait, but it's got glitter, and you can smell that garlic. So they love this stuff. This actually catches not only rainbows, this catches tons of stuff. Freshwater, yeah, fish just love it. Okay, and so we have this. This is Berkeley Power Bait. This is the corn flavor. See the little niblets of corn? Is the sun gonna let me show you? Hold on. Yeah, we go in the shade. See the little niblets? Those are corn niblets, okay? Those are corn niblets. And this is fake corn. This is artificially flavored corn. And I'll show it to you. Open it up. And it looks like that. It's smooth. It's very, very smooth, and it's kind of fluffy. It's airy and fluffy. And unlike this stuff, which is like Play-Doh, this stuff like here's like Play-Doh. This stuff is like, it's like fluffy, and it's actually hard to work it. So if you get a gob of it on your finger and you want to work it to a ball, you'll see what I mean. It's a little hard to work with, but this is floating, and I don't know how they do that. I don't know if it's air entrained. I mean, you can't really do, I have no idea, but the whole draw to this is it's supposed to float up off the bottom. This final thing I'm gonna show you is the Mr. Trout. It's made by a company called Atlas Mikes. And Polsky's is the other one. People from up north can help me out on this. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but I think there's another one that does this. I think they're called Polskis. I'm probably wrong. Please correct me in the comments. But this is called Atlas Mikes, and it's called Mr. Red Rouge Mr. Trout, and these are salmon eggs, or what I'm calling salmon eggs. Okay, these are the little red balls, and I have tons of confidence in these. These have caught me many fish, and not just trout. These are pretty cool. I like the salmon eggs. So a lot of times on the treble hook, these will hide the treble really well, and it's a perfect fit on a small treble hook, these salmon eggs. So these catch trout too. So like if the rig that I just showed you, if it wasn't broken, tomorrow we could come back and, for instance, we could put salmon egg on there, and we could put like a little ball, roll up a little ball, some of that corn. We could put worm. I'm just giving you some ideas. Those are several things. And you can use real corn. I have a can of corn, but I forgot my can opener. So, but yeah, you could just use plain old corn. That works too. Not the cream though. I've been told by the other guys that not only is the cream not as good as based on what they told me, but it's also pretty messy. So you probably want to get the regular niblet, just whole corn. So let me see if I have any more baits to show you in here. There's also stuff like this. Now this isn't for trout. What I'm saying is, if you find any that are small enough, these could catch trout, but this is way too big. But any little thing with a spinner on it, you know, this is not the right size for trout. It's just way too big. But stuff like this, you know, like a little thing with a spinner and a treble hook, try it out, see if it works, you know, experiment. So we have that, and I will show you also, do I have anything in here? Let's see. I know I have an open trout magnet. Oh, we have this thing. These are little pieces. And we have stuff like this too. These are for sac-a-lait, but these could work for trout. This is a Roadrunner. Could work. It's a little big though. Spoons work. Then we have stuff like this, like a little. This is for sac-a-lait, but maybe. It's small enough. It's small enough for them. If they nipped at it, they would probably get hooked by that treble. So, what else do we have in here? Again, stuff like that. Stuff like that. Tiny little soft plastics on a tiny jig head. But what I really want to show you is the spinners that I have, if I can get one out. So this is a trout magnet, but I took off the original and I put on something else. So this is the trout magnet part. This top part right here is trout magnet part, but I modified it and I put like a little fast snap, and then I put this little, I don't even know, it's a jig head with a little, it's not a soft plastic, it's hard plastic actually, but it looks pretty good. Looks good enough. I don't even know where I got that from, and it's probably a 64th ounce. Yeah. See, so the trout magnet, and I could actually take this off and put whatever I want on that fast snap. So I could unsnap it from the fast snap. See right there? And then just put whatever I want on it. But yeah, that's the trout magnet right there. It's got beads, and then this blade swings around like this. See, it swings around? So it's similar to the rooster tail. So yeah, we got trout magnet. We might have something in this bag that I can show you. Let's see if I have anything in the bag. Yeah, I do have something in the bag to show you. Okay, so we have some flies from fly fishing. This one has a spinner on it. I'm not gonna take it out, but oh, can you see it in the sunlight? Sunlight's probably blocking you can't see it. So we have some flies. We have this. Of course we need this. This is 8-pound test, okay? And I don't know my X's because I'm not really a fly fisherman, but you know they have that whole X system, 2X, 3X, 4X. I don't have that memorized at all. I'm not, I use flies in my fishing, but I couldn't say I'm a fly fisher, because even though I like it, I don't know nothing about it. But yeah, this is the 8-pound, which from what I gather is pretty thick, but as you can see, we fish heavy cover. You saw me break off just now, right? So we fish heavy cover, and even if I have to sacrifice some bites, I love to go a little bit stronger. I want that strength. Even if we scare off some fish, I do need that strength so that if I do get unlucky and I get the lily, we can actually get our bait back. Okay, so we have the leader line right there. Do you have anything else in here? Not for trout, no. Got the dingers, but those are bass. Okay, so yeah, that's all the trout stuff that we have right there. Let's see. Oh, probably one of the most important things that I neglected today, and shame on me for neglecting it. But see, these are, you can get these from Walmart. These are just the plain old mini marshmallows. Anytime you're fishing, if you're fishing underneath the floating water bobber, don't do this. You don't need the marshmallows. But if you're fishing with a Carolina rig on the bottom, the marshmallows keep your bait off the bottom, and it pushes it up, and because the trout don't want to go digging in the mud. So yeah, these mini marshmallows, once the water gets to them, they wiggle a certain way in the water, and trout love these mini marshmallows. So like if you put a worm and the worm isn't long enough for your hook, take one of these marshmallows, pinch it in half, cut it in half some kind of way, and put a little tiny piece of marshmallow on there with the worm, and you'll notice it does a nice job of keeping your bait off the bottom, and it even gives it a little bit of action. It makes it wiggle a certain way, and they love this stuff. Don't ask me why they like marshmallows, but they do. So anyways, guys, I showed you all the trout stuff that I have, except for one last thing, and this is an important thing too, so I saved the best for last. All right, so we didn't get to do this today. Today it wasn't necessary, and it made for a more compact video to just go knock them out with the rooster tail. So we didn't get to what I really wanted to get to, and we can't because the battery is about to die. But look, can I do this without the wind taking all my stuff out? Let's see, can I do it? Oh my gosh, that wind is threatening to... Can you see what these are? Let me angle it down, hold on. I have to angle this a certain way for you to see. Can you see what these are, guys? Hold on. Is it angled good enough now? Can you see? All right, so we got, look, check this out. We got these little egg things, egg fly, yellow egg fly. We have this orange egg fly. Is it orange egg fly? We have this red thing, which is the San Juan worm, or I'm not sure. I get them confused, but I think this is the San Juan worm. Yeah. Is that the San Juan worm? Help me out in the chat, guys. I think my chat is open. Is my chat open? My chat? Yeah. Chat's open. So let me know if you know, but well, I have this rubber one, and I get them confused. One of these is a San Juan worm, and Squiggly Wiggly or something like that. Help me out, guys. Tell me. Because like I said, I love fly fishing in the sense that I love all the flies and stuff, but I don't know their names. Not really. Okay, so in here we had, God, I'm not going to remember the name of this one. This one's so small, it's not going to show up on camera, is it? Watch. See that small one? What is that, a nymph? I forgot the name. What is that? Okay, well, dude, look. So we have the nymph, dude, I'm baked. So we have the nymph that I just showed you. Not the nymph, it's called the midge. Yeah, it's called the midge. But look at this. This is the lightning bug. Hold on, it's not even showing up. That's the lightning bug. Is that showing up? Well, you can't see the hook because I'm grabbing it by the hook. And then we have this, I thought this was called a Little John. Hold on, let me show it to you. If I grab it by the head, I can show it to you. Hold on. Yeah, let me grab it by the head. Now I can show it to you. It's called the Copper John because it's got copper wraps towards the back of it. I think that's the Copper John, if I'm not mistaken. And we have, of course, we have the, I'm blanking. What fly is that? Hold on. I'm kind of tired right now, and I forgot the name. Help me out, guys. This isn't even hard stuff. I love to buy this stuff for it, and I do put flies on my regular rods and reels, and I do even have a fly rod that I bought. But I didn't grow up doing it, so like I don't know much about it. This is definitely the Adams parachute. Okay, let me show you Adams. Okay, so look, grab it by the hook. I'm gonna grab it by the hook like this. Right, here we go. This is the parachute, the Adams parachute. And I don't know what it mimics. It looks like a little piece of fluff on the surface of the water, but it mimics something that the trout eat. So, yeah, Adams parachute right there. And this is the elk hair caddis. See, I'm not that tired. I'm worn out. My brain is fried, but I'm not that tired. This is elk hair caddis. So I'm not giving you a good view of it. Can't. Okay. This I just bought on a whim. It's supposed to imitate a worm. This is a cool fly, by the way. Look at that. It's supposed to imitate a worm or a snake. Okay, this is called a woolly bugger. A black woolly bugger. Okay. What we have here. Ooh, I got all these from Bass Pro, by the way. I got some of the flies from Orvis. What is that? I forgot what the name of that one. It's not a, wait. No, that's the woolly bugger. I don't know what, this is similar to a woolly bugger, but it has rubber things coming out of the side of it. What is that, guys? Tell me in the comments on the replay. I know some people are gonna watch the replay. Tell me what that is, because I forgot. I messed up and my fingers are in the way. Okay. We also have, for when the dragonflies are in season, we have this one. This imitates a dragonfly, right? It's got little eyeballs, and from the underneath, it probably does look like a dragonfly. Right there. Yeah, we got that one. And then I have a saltwater fly. This is supposed to be it's a shrimp fly for saltwater. Shrimp fly. I like the shrimp fly a lot. So yeah, I have of all these, the red wiggler thing is supposedly has the best reputation. Of all these, one of these things has a pretty strong reputation from what I hear in fly fishing. Yeah, I didn't know Temu had fishing stuff. I mean, I wouldn't think that they wouldn't, but I never thought of them like that. I didn't even know they had that on there. But yeah, out of all these, I think the red wiggler thing and this orange, these egg flies, it seems to me, if you stop and think about it, I'm gonna fix the view back, by the way, let me fix the view. If you stop and think about it, these stock trout, they've lived their life in a tank, right? And they've been feeding the stock trout. From what I hear, they feed them the pellets, right? And they're floating pellets. So they're used to feeding off the surface little round things, right? Little round pellets. I have some myself. It's just standard fish food. Okay. So there's another trout. Let me do the video with the pond in the background, because there's trout busting all behind here, and I know you hear it on the live stream. So yeah, these trout, they grow up and they've been feeding the trout these little pellets, right? Now, wouldn't you think that if the trout is already used to feeding off the surface, you know, every evening the pellets come down and they see the pellets floating on the surface and they're used to go and bust the pellets, don't you think if you fish with a fly or you fish with something round like that egg fly, they're going to be already tuned into that round shape? And it seems to me like they would be keyed in on that already. So like, I'm really eager to this trout season, I'm really eager to try those egg flies. I don't know why, but I just, can you catch and release? Dude, I'm baked. I like using trebles a lot, a whole heck of a lot, just because of the ease of hooking them, right? You saw us, we got so many bites, but we didn't hook them too well because their mouth size is so small. But it didn't take us very long to limit out with the setup that I had with the trebles. If I was willing to like remind myself not to use trebles, because it's such a baked in, I'm trying, I was gonna say memory, but that's not the word. It's so ingrained in me to use trebles, because like if you really want to catch the fish, like if I'm fishing a tournament, I'll totally use a treble, because the hookup ratio, you got three more chances to catch a fish than a single hook, right? Theoretically, you got 3 hooks, 3 more chances. But I would, if I was to do catch and release trout fishing, I'd have to remind myself, almost how like have somebody with me, like, don't use the rooster tail, because you'll end up throat hooking them with the rooster tail. Catch and release, I think, is a thing to do with those flies. Like a small fly, I could picture a trout not even being bothered getting hooked by, like, remember the black one that I showed you, the tiny little black one? I mean, stop and think about it. They eat that black fly. There's a tiny, tiny hook in the corner of their mouth. And even though their mouth's small, that fly is so much smaller. I could picture them not being bothered by that. I'm talking about their health, the health of the trout. So I think if I was fly fishing with just those flies that I showed you, we could do catch and release. But when we get into using the other stuff, I don't think catch and release works, because I've noticed when I let trout go that they're fragile. They're really fragile. I didn't know that at first, but then I was watching YouTubers, and then some YouTubers were coming on. I was doing YouTube shorts, and they were coming on and saying, "Oh, you're killing the fish," and because they don't realize I'm eating the fish, and so they're very concerned. So if I lip them, or if I grab them, if I just don't want them to flop anymore, and I'll grab him by the gill, like put my finger in his mouth to grab him by the gill, they're like, "Oh, it's terrible, you're gonna kill." But they don't realize, like, if you're keeping the fish, it does not matter about any of that. But yeah, for wild trout, yeah, catch and release is normal. And even for these trout, yeah, I'm sure you could do it with a single hook. I just wouldn't recommend it for trebles. That's all I'll say about that. Just, if you're gonna catch and release, you probably shouldn't use trebles, because I can't think of a way to safely do it. If I'm wrong, go in the chat and correct me, somebody with more experience. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up. It's a beautiful day today. I'm gonna give you one last little panoramic shot of the pond. Give you a little panoramic shot. Try to shield you from the sun and give you a nice view of the pond over here. Nice view of the pond. There we go. The wind it's getting breezy. It feels good out. And as you see, the trout are like going crazy. They were so pumped up today. And I'm pumped too. I love opening day when they first put the trout in. It's so much fun. So, and I even had I scratched it up a little bit, but I even have my board. As you see, most of my videos, I use my clipboard. It says Rainbow Trout here. And yeah, so that's what we do on the channel, guys. What I did out here today, you keep watching my channel, you could definitely expect more of this, because I like to do fishing education and teach you how to fish, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced fisherman. I want to be the channel that you watch for that, okay? Whether it be trout, sac-a-lait, speckled trout in saltwater, those are my 3 favorite things to do. So guys, thank you so much for watching my stream. I will, once I get it fixed up, I will make this live stream public via the replay, okay? So you will be able to go and watch the replay, and if you are watching the replay and you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Fish Camp TV.